Hey, what's up, everyone? Your boy Blew Up One here with the Great Milenko review. Yeah. Sorry I don't have any kind of fresh shirt to wear during this review. So I'm kicking it old school like I always used to do on my videos with no shirt here. Um, but I'm actually doing this one totally butt naked because I don't have said shirt. So, just to prove I am butt naked, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but there you go.
Damn, Fred, you need to trim up that ass hair. It's like a jungle coming out of your butt crack.
Sorry, my girlfriend's taking a bath. Yeah, but anyways, I'll be reading the story and then doing the review of the album, talking about meanings in certain songs and whatnot. So, and also the first and foremost thanks I will be reading also. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me just say it's weird. Something here is written in like Hebrew or something here, which I have no idea what that is. That would be really cool if we had some kind of ninja that knew what that said right there in Hebrew. But all right, let's get to what it says here about the Great Milenko. From deep within the neverlands of the Shadow Walkers comes yet another exhibit of the Dark Carnival. He is the master of art of using magic without magic. He is a necromancer, the craft of using magic through the dead, dead meaning both physically and mentally. This spectacle shall be witnessed only by those who are meant to see it. Look deep inside of your soul and ask yourself, do you hold a ticket to witness the show? The answer lies within yourself. He is the fourth to rise. He feeds upon one's own greed. He is powered by one's own jealousy, lust, and temptation. To envision yourself with something that rightfully does not belong to you, that is the illusion cast by him. To act upon this vision and seek it out of the expense of another, that is the magic cast by him. Continuous dreamers of profit at the cost of another and pledged and haunted by his widgetry. Others are content and satisfied with what they can achieve by themselves and have not the urge to tamper with another's well being for quick gain. They see him only as a hoax and see no illusions or magic by he. Sorry for slurring. It is simple. He is you. His illusions are your evil thoughts. Your evil acts are his magic. Yesterday, now, and forever. You are you are he You and he are the fourth to rise. You and he are the master of necromancy. You the dead, and him the magic. Together, you and he are the great Milenko. So that's pretty deep. That's like, I really like how ICP did the whole Dark Carnival mythology, and just making you take a look at yourself and stuff. And, real fans would have, bought the album and read this stuff and realized, like, hey, man, I'm a crazy motherfucker, but, I need to make some changes and shit. Pardon my French. I hope that doesn't mess up in the freaking partner thing. But yeah, extra extra special clown love snaps to God for all that is everything and everything that is all. I always just like to throw that in there because that's what they do. First and foremost is thank God and whatnot. And everyone always says, oh yeah, oh ICP are satanic or stuff and this and that. But okay, let's get to the review. The intro is funny. People just hanging out at a pool hall or whatever, and throw something on the jukebox, and then the great Milenko or the voice, someone actually I don't even know who the heck it is. Well, I know who it was. It was that one cat from old school, Alice Cooper, who did the voice. But I mean, he's just like a voice of the Dark Carnival comes and says, hey, the great Milenko is coming and all that good happy crap. And then, don't mind that old thing, honey. It does that all the time. And then it kicks into Great Milenko, the intro music track. Basically, clowns just talking about the Great Milenko and that he's here and all that. And Hocus Pocus, it's basically just the clowns flexing their skills and whatnot, saying that they're here, they're doing their thing and all that. Good catchy track there. And then Piggy Pie is talking about pigs for the slaughter that deserve it, like racist bigots, uh, corrupt judges, and or anyone in power like that, any kind of public official like that, I would say, but they just talk about a judge in there, and then Richies, Richies who think that they're better than other people and don't do anything to help the lower classes. But everyone, I would think, you think Piggy like a cop, but yes, a Piggy could also be a cop in this situation, like a corrupt cop who's just a bully and abuses their power, which I have been a victim of myself. So yeah, it kind of hits close to home. Anyhow, then how many times is the track just basically talking about going through hard times and just seeing some messed up stuff in the world and just like, man, like, how long will this go on? Wicked track right there, though. Southwest Voodoo is the clowns, just, wicked track talking about it. They know magic and they can do this and that or whatever. It's a catchy track. I like it a lot, but sometimes I'll skip over it. To the Halls of Illusions is, a ride in the Dark Carnival talking about, showing you what should have, could have, and would have been real, but you had to F up the whole deal. And it's basically, well, yeah, they show you what could have been real, and then they slaughter you and send you to hell, I guess. But at the same time, the song has meaning because it's talking to an individual who could relate to possibly those situations, or before they get involved with certain situations and do certain things, not to do it. So yeah, that's my take on that. Gotta love it. Wicked track though. Under the Moon is a tale of someone who got locked up for shooting someone who raped their girlfriend, but then the girlfriend didn't want to have anything to do with them, started writing them in jail and stuff like that. It's one of my favorite tracks. I really like the part where Violent J is like, "I grabbed my 45 and shot him in the face." But yeah, wicked track. Gotta love Under the Moon. Then What is a Juggalo is basically talking about, that what juggalos are, a bunch of crazy folks, the people that are attracted to the music, are mostly people that do need to better themselves and think, and just crazy people with issues, we all got our own problems, we all got our own issues, and, we do need to take heed to the message of the Dark Carnival and better ourselves before it's too late, because you never know. You could die today, all that good happy crap. Okay, but House of Horrors is basically the clowns flexing their skills again. It's talking about, hey, yo, we're freak shows, um, we're weirdos. This and that and the other thing. Just a funny, wicked track, I guess. And just like, hey, I guess one could also say that, hey, we're all weird in our own way. Look at me now. Look at it. Here I am. Just accept it for what it is. Something like that. Boogie Woogie Woo is just a straight up wicked track talking about Violent J is the boogeyman. Come and like kill your whole family and stuff like that. And I guess it's just purely entertainment. Like, do you really think there's a boogeyman? Come on now. It's just folklore and stuff like that or whatever. The netting game, funny little game show like track, is actually the first song I ever heard from ICP when the Great Milenko came out. The netting game was called the Dating Game on the radio. So, and I was just like, always, when it came on, I was always like, yo, turn that up, that's that funny track right there with the wicked bass and whatnot. And then, yeah, I didn't initially become down just then. I was just like, wow, that's a cool track and stuff. But yeah, it's the first time I heard ICP, but it's real funny right there, just talking about, what would you do for a date and stuff like that. And it's just a couple of scrubs talking about, it's like I ain't gonna freaking, change and act like I'm somebody I'm not just for you, something like that. Hallelujah, that's an easy one. They're talking about corrupt freaking preachers and stuff that are just out to get your money and don't even like really believe in Jesus themselves. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to, give them money and stuff, and they act like they can heal you and whatnot, when it's really just, they're just talking out their ass. Um, Down with the clown. We're talking about like how long will you be down with ICP? What if they did this and that or whatever, like sold out like a bitch, which they wouldn't do, because no, they're not mainstream. Everyone will say like, oh, I hate Bang Pow Boom. It's too like upbeat and happy go lucky and stuff, and they promoted it too much and stuff like that. Like, man, come on now. They've been in the game 20 years and they're stronger than ever. And like, how long will you give the clowns respect? For real. It's like, you got people saying, oh, with the whole Tila Tequila incident, oh man, I'm ashamed to be a juggalo now. I mean, come on now, man. Juggalos are some crazy people. Let's go back to, what is a juggalo? Some crazy people that need to better themselves, and that's why they listen to the music. It's kind of like their Bible and stuff. That's where people get it confused and say that we're a cult or whatever. It's a form of entertainment, but at the same time, Dark Carnival mythology is kind of a good way to, yes, better yourself like a religion. But some people that believe in one certain religion are the worst. So I don't know. That's neither here nor there right now. But yeah, how long will you be down with the clown? Are you just going to start talking shit on ICP because you don't like a song or like the new card era or whatever? And then just like that is a tale of a juggalo that's just like waking up, starting their day, and then trying to go do something, hang out with some homies, but then they end up getting popped on the street. Someone rolls up and shoots them, which it's a short track, which leads into "Pass Me By," which is really is where they really started getting more open about their whole message and stuff, because people still weren't getting it. Like, are you going to let let the chance to go to heaven pass you by? Will you take the message of the Dark Carnival into consideration? Take a look at yourself and better yourself. I always get real emotional listening to that track, because I don't know. I'll get into that in another video, I guess. But it's real touchy. Like, will you withstand the attractions of the Dark Carnival, like riding the Terror Wheel, or Halls of Illusions and stuff like that, or whatever? Well, I guess Halls of Illusions is people being sent to hell, but you know what I mean, like the riding the Terror Wheel or something like that. Will you, be after taking the message of the Dark Carnival into consideration and then living your life and whatnot? Did you really try to better yourself and whatnot? But Pass Me By is actually when you do get a chance, when you do better yourself and go to heaven. So yeah, very touching, I guess. Wow, this one ran a little long. Sorry if I messed up a little bit, stuttering and stuff like that, guys. But I did just listen to the album before I did the review and listened to Pass Me By and got a little emotional. But yeah, as always, please be sure to comment, subscribe and rate and all that good happy stuff. Check out my main channel. Check out my playlist. I have my old the Saga of the Dark Carnival playlist, just talking about like the different cards and the era of the ICP back then, of when what was going on with them around that era. And yeah, I guess just always be sure to check out my vlog channel, my secondary. Check out Juggalos Online. Is a little page I got going to have entertainment for juggalos and connect Juggalo family. And just look me up on anything and everything. It's always the Boy Blue 91982. I'm going to get a Juggalos Online stick-am chat going up tonight. Just always be on the lookout for that periodically, whenever. And yeah, call you mine.